Hey everybody, JitteryJay here. Welcome to the channel. What's up, Hangover Gang? Hope everybody's having a great day so far. Um, Up next, we're doing Tom MacDonald's spoken word videos. Since these are kind of short, I decided to do all four of them at the same time. So I made a little playlist so I can just run through them all. Because, like, this first one, War is Coming, is only 1 minute and 6 seconds long. So I decided to make them all one video. Uh, this is something. Writing poetry is something that I used to do, but I'd have to put myself into a very dark place to do it. Um, the last time that I was in that dark of a place, I ended up in the hospital. So I don't do that too often, or I try not to, um, because I can get stuck there very easily. Anyway, uh, I do most of my best work or most of my best writing when I'm in that state of mind. It's weird that way, but it comes out. The words just come out easily, if that makes sense. Anyway, um, so we're going to be doing War is Coming, Not Alone, and Anxiety, and Anarchy, in that order. We're gonna start with War is Coming and see what's going on with that one. I don't recall ever listening to these just because they weren't songs, and yeah, I was when I first started listening to Tom, I was looking for I don't know what I was looking for, but I wasn't looking for poetry at that time. Uh, so I never did watch or listen to these. So I'm curious to see what he's got to say. War is Coming could this came out 6 years ago, so 2019, just before COVID hit. Um, so yeah, I could see where this topic would come up, especially with North Korea and what they were up to at that point. We were just sitting down for talks with them uh, before before all that got screwed up. Anyway, let's get into these and see what's what.
War is coming. You can hear it in the distance. It sounds like all the screams of a million men and women. You can smell it in the air and see it on your television, and the government don't care. They see the money, not the missiles.
Right?
War is coming, and there's nowhere you can hide. We get a 30-minute warning before the bomb reaches our side. You can run for somewhere safer, but you'll just run out of time because there's nothing you can do except prepare yourself to die. War is coming.
He's got a point. You think they're gonna let us know with and cause a panic when something like that's gonna about to happen when it's inevitable? We won't know until it actually hits. And yeah, unfortunately I live next to a big Air Force base. Uh, we're close to one. We'll put it that way. Uh, there is one of the bigger ones on the East Coast, I believe. Anyway, uh, we are gonna rewind this a little bit because he said something. He said the politicians don't only care about the money, not the missiles, but they pay for the missiles, don't they?
Out of time because there's nothing you can do except prepare yourself to die. War is
Right.
coming. Can you feel it? Has your fear become a secret? Who are you more scared of, Donald Trump or North Korea? Are you
Right.
worried when you're reading all the headlines in the evening? Even atheists will pray that they survive and start believing war is coming.
I like that. Even atheists will pray that they survive and start believing. And it's. I don't consider myself an atheist. I believe that we go to. I believe that there's a place we go to when we pass away. Uh, as far as anybody being in charge, not too certain on that one. Looking around, it's hard to believe. It's very hard to believe in it. But yeah, I like that.
North Korea. Are you worried when you're reading all the headlines in the evening? Even atheists will pray that they survive and start believing war is coming. Born from money, worn and ugly like it's always been. The bullets just got faster and the bombs are made from hydrogen.
Right?
America the brave will have to earn her stars and stripes again. She wrote the books on history, but someone else might write her end.
Hmm.
War is coming. War is coming. War has come to get the West. It was beating down our door while we were beating on our chests. It was making better weapons while we laughed at making threats. And now it's come to get its vengeance, and we've just become oppressed. War is coming.
Right. I like this one. It's deep, but if I remember right, that was a time when Donald Trump had just gotten into peace talks with North Korea with what's his name, Kim Jong Un or whatever. Uh, yeah, I think that's when that happened because it was right before COVID hit and screwed everything up. Anyway, on to the next one, which is Not Alone. Let's let this finish out. Yeah, I was gonna say it should switch right over. Uh, I don't know. Not sure where this one's going. We'll find out. Um, there's I really liked that first one. It was deep, but it was it's how do I put this? Uh, I've noticed that Tom likes to get conversations started. You know, he doesn't push one side or the other. Well, he didn't used to. Let's put it that way. He's kind of picked a side uh, lately, I think, but not really picked a side. But you know what I mean. Uh, but he likes to get the conversation started. So I'm curious where this one's going. Anxiety, I can almost guess. Anarchy, I can almost guess that'd be similar to War is Coming, but not this one. Let's see this one.
I'm walking out the darkness and I barely made it. Hope this reaches all the people who cannot escape it. I was just like you. I was young like you. I was trying to numb the pain I was afraid of facing. I was trying to
Mm.
run away from the hurt. I didn't know what I would do if living felt any worse. I tried the pills and the therapy and none of it worked. I know it kills, but I want you to know that you ain't the first.
Yeah. Okay. I want to back this up to the beginning. He said a lot in that little bit of time. I've lived through some of that. It's where they try pills, they try therapy, and you talk to someone about what's going on, and it's hard to believe that they can have an answer when they've never experienced what you have. You know what I mean? It's hard to listen to someone tell you how to get past something who has never had to deal with trauma. Uh, yeah, it's you try everything you can just to feel okay. You know, you don't want to feel great. You just want to feel okay. So yeah, I want to back this one up.
I'm walking out the darkness and I barely made it.
All right.
Hope this reaches all the people who cannot escape it. I was just like you. I was young like you. I was trying to numb the pain I was afraid of facing. I was trying to run away from the hurt. I didn't know what I would do if living felt any worse. I tried the pills and the therapy and none of it worked. I know it kills, but I want you to know that you ain't the first. Your people can't relate if they ain't felt it themselves. It feels like
Right.
everything they say when you complain doesn't help. You're sinking deeper every day. When you're awake, you're in hell. You think you changed along the way, but now it's too late to tell. It's like you were rolling with the thunder and bell. Cause when the lightning started crashing, I guess you did as well. Your demons kicking down the door, they're never ringing the bell. They just keep tapping on the windows till they fall out the cells.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they just like I said, they just keep tapping on the window till the window falls out of the sills. And so your demons will get in there one way or another. Um, you can put them to bed for a while, but they always wake up. They always come back. Uh, Mine, I have a very, very dark anniversary coming up tomorrow. It's the anniversary of the day my sister passed away. It's been 39 years tomorrow, and it feels like yesterday. I can remember it like it was yesterday. Hell, I can remember it like it was this morning. Um, so yeah, I get that part about the demons always finding a way in.
Demons kicking down the door, they're never ringing the bell. They just keep tapping on the windows till they fall out the cells.
Right.
I know you're feeling defeated, you try to keep it a secret. Your weakness got you believing you need a doctor for treatment, but taking pills ain't convenient. So you keep looking for reasons to go and flush them down the drain and find the faith to keep breathing. You lay and look at the ceiling all night when you should be sleeping, but you've been knee deep in pieces of dreams and failed achievements.
I like that undertone, the other voice, the other layer to his voice that's underneath. It's like a demon's, like almost like a demonic voice underneath it. Uh, I was listening to that and I lost track of what he was saying.
Faith to keep breathing, you lay and look at the ceiling all night when you should be sleeping, but you've been knee deep in
Right?
pieces of dreams and failed achievements.
Lay and look at the ceiling all night when you should be sleeping. Yeah, I'm doing there. I sleep 2, maybe 3 hours a night, if that. Um, I have night terrors that keep me awake. That have to do with my PTSD and everything. Uh, Man, this one's hard.
Keep looking for reasons to go and flush them down the drain and find the faith to keep breathing. You lay and look at the ceiling all night when you should be sleeping, but you've been knee deep in pieces of dreams and failed achievements. You keep repeating the moments when you were beaten and broken and now you're bleeding emotion. You just want someone to hold you. Well, me too.
Mm-hmm.
Cause I've been standing on the edge trying not to jump. I only say it so you know you aren't the only one. The only thing that killed the pain was smoking weed and getting drunk. Before I knew it, I had drank a case a day for 18 months. I was sleeping with a beer by my bed.
Case a day for 18 months. Damn. That's rough. I stayed away from alcohol for the most part. I drank sociably, but that was it. And that was every once in a blue moon. As the saying goes. Uh, I saw from my dad what alcohol could do to you. And I never went that route. I got into a few different recreational drugs, um, trying to quiet what was in here. Uh, Anything to quiet what was in there. But I never got into them hard enough to get addicted, thank God. The only thing I've ever really gotten addicted to is nicotine. Thankfully, I got rid of that in 2017, but that's neither here nor there. Like I said, this one's hard.
Jump. I only say it so you know you aren't the only one. The only
Been
thing
on
that
that
killed the
cliff.
pain was smoking weed and getting drunk. Before I knew it, I had drank a case a day for 18 months. I was sleeping with a beer by my bed. Last call was all that I could hear in my head. I know there's too many of us drinking to try and forget, but who the fuck are we gonna cheers if we drink till we're dead?
Right?
And when you finally get sober, you find the friendships are over because you don't have nothing in common. If you're not getting loaded, you call them brothers, you call them family, you call them your blessings, and now they calling you, ignore the phone, and that's called depression.
That goes back to being around the wrong people, and yeah, you call them your friends, but true friends wouldn't let you get that bad, you know. Uh, it's just people that party with you, but when the party's over, where are they at? Is the question. Are they still around, or are they just fair weather friends, as they call them?
You call them your blessings, and now they calling you, ignore the phone, and that's called depression. They try to tell you your misery is not an excuse, and you just wish they could spend a day trying to walk in your shoes. Just know you're not alone, I feel the same way as you. It isn't you against the world, cause I'm fighting them too. It's like you're losing control until you drive right off the road, and then when the vehicle rolls again, you get thrown out the holes in it. Then you notice your bones are broken and all of your clothes are wet. Soaking with gasoline, light a smoke and explode with it. Till the day that we're ghosts, you'll never be on your own, cause I'll be standing in your corner till you need me the most. I was put on this planet to lift you up when you're low, and you have done the same for me, so I'll be keeping you close. I love y'all.
Yeah, right back at you, man. It's damn. Like I said, he's just letting people know that they're not alone. Um, they're not the only ones going through this shit. We're all going through something. It's it's part of life. Um, man, that was deep. That was a hard one to get through. Let's see what's the next one is. Next one's anxiety, I believe. Uh, let's get it.
I wake up feeling panicked. My pills are in the cabinet. It takes all the strength I have to just ignore them as I pass it. Man, I hope this feeling passes soon, but hell and
Hmm.
back, it's barely noon. I'm scared to go outside. Shit, I'm surprised I even left my room.
Because the pills are in the cabinet, it takes everything it has to pass them. Yeah. It's because you see the side effects. I mean, you sometimes you don't want to take these medications that they put you on because the side effects are even worse than what you were going through to begin with. Uh, at least off the medication, you feel something. You know, some of these medications they put me on, it's like I feel numb half the time. Uh, it's crazy. So I get that part right there.
I wake up feeling panicked. My pills are in the cabinet. It takes all the strength I have to just ignore them as I pass it. Man, I hope this feeling passes soon, but hell and back, it's barely noon. I'm scared to go
Mm.
outside. Shit, I'm surprised I even left my room. And it feels like no one understands how bad I'd love to join my friends. It's hard to breathe, I'm anxious, and I'll end up staying home instead. The doctor hasn't
Yeah.
helped me much. He signs his name, I buy the drugs. I'm feeling weird, I take one out, it makes me feel comfortably numb. Man, I can't handle my emotions like I used to, it's all different now. I start to sweat, I feel confused, my fingers shake, my heartbeat pounds. And I'm feeling claustrophobic every time the closet closes because my skeletons are in there, so I have to leave it open.
Mm. Yeah, man. I know these feelings all that well, all too well too. I have extreme anxiety issues, especially social anxiety issues. Um, I can't be around more than 4 or 5 people without getting extremely jumpy, and I have to get out of that situation. It's a fight or flight. And with me, it's like I have to get out of that situation, or I'm gonna cause a scene. Um, so I get these feelings here, feeling claustrophobic in your own skin. You know, it's not even the skeletons in the closet. It's just feeling like everything's closing in around you.
Like I used to, it's all different now. I start to sweat, I feel confused, my fingers shake, my heartbeat pounds. And I'm feeling claustrophobic every time the closet closes because my skeletons are in there, so I have to leave it open.
Mm,
I'm just nervous over nothing, even shit I can't control. I used to love to be in
right.
public, now I'd rather be alone. And even though it's difficult, it's probably for the best. If I didn't make a change, I would have drank myself to death.
Mm,
Then I wake up feeling better than I did the day before. But then it hits me out of nowhere and almost knocks me to the floor. A heaviness, a readiness to get back into bed, a sadness that I can't explain, a cloud over my head.
mm.
My deepest, darkest fears feel like they're filling up an ocean, and I'm floating on the surface with no hope to keep me going. I've been down on myself. Man, I forgot how to believe in me.
I like that imagery right there. Back that up. This right here.
Head. My deepest, darkest fears feel like they're filling up an ocean, and I'm floating on the surface with no hope to.
Floating on the surface with no hope to keep going. It's because your fears are the ocean you're floating on. That goes along with what I was saying earlier about your demons always coming back to haunt you. Um, no matter how much you think you may have conquered them, they're always there. Uh, and anxiety is kind of the same way. It's always there. It'll strike at the when you least expect it, with no warning. With me, it was so bad. It was to the point where I could not sit next to my own child in the car without wanting to jump out of the driver's side of the car, uh, without wanting to literally jump out of the car, even if it was moving. And it got that bad because there wasn't a barrier between us. So yeah, I fully understand this one. This one's hitting deep.
A
Hit.
heaviness, a readiness to get back into bed, a sadness that I can't explain, a cloud over my head. My deepest, darkest fears feel like they're filling up an ocean, and I'm floating on the surface with no hope to keep me going. I've been down on myself. Man, I forgot how to believe in me. I never asked for help, now I just struggle with it secretly. I wish that it was something I could sweep under the carpet. Trying to hide it all the time only makes the battle harder.
Right.
Man, I lived a lot of moments that I probably should have cherished. Now they seem so far away from me. I'm angry and embarrassed. I can't even tell my parents they don't need to keep on worrying. My mama and my papa don't deserve to have to bury me. I hope the pills I have will hold me over for a while. I'll keep searching for the strength to find my smile. I got away from all.
Oop, it started right away. Hang on. Anarchy. Why is he dressed like that dude in oh, what's his name? What was turning something? Turning point? Or point of no return, something like that. It's a weird look. Put it that way. Yeah, it looks like someone who's committing anarchy. Anyway, um, let's see where this one goes. That last one I can fully relate to. Like I said, I suffer from severe social anxiety and general anxiety disorder, major depressive disorder, PTSD, CPTSD, uh, shit, the list goes on. But anyway, like I said, I can fully relate to that last one. This one, Anarchy, I don't know about. We'll see. It can start playing anytime now.
I got away
There it
from all the
goes.
chains they tried to lock me up with.
Okay.
I wasn't made for 9 to 5s or working in construction. I never fit the system, my description is the suspect. I gave him all the finger, then I rode into the sunset. And I don't want to be promoted, I don't need to raise a buck. And I don't want the Christmas bonus or the new company truck. Keep that silly uniform I had to wash and dry. I'm not a brick that's in your wall, but you're a thorn that's in my side. I
Ooh,
was born and
I like that. Not a brick that's in your wall, but you're a thorn that's in my side. Working for someone else, you're just making them richer, basically.
you're a thorn that's in my side. I was born and I comply with all the orders and defy all of the horrors I survived. I feel like normal's a disguise, and I don't want an application or a half an hour lunch or a cubicle to work a job that I don't even love. My veins are full of gasoline, my motor's made of stolen parts. I've tightened all the nuts and bolts, but I don't want to work on cars. The system's trying to smother me, but anarchy is in my heart. They slash my tires and cut my brakes, I'll crash now if it even starts. My boss don't even know that I make music he would care about. He thinks I'm just some
Right?
stoner stacking boxes in a warehouse. I got dreams and goals and things I'm told are worth to keep aspiring. When music is my full-time job, then nobody can fire me. But right
Right. And he's here now. It's he didn't look back. You can tell. Uh, he's got a drive like I've never seen. It's the man never stops working. Uh, Even when he tries to take time off, he never stops working. Uh, Case in point, this last Memorial Day, he decided to take time off and then had to jump right into that sale and did it without pause. Uh, but yeah,
my full-time job, then nobody can fire me. But
I
right
like
now
that.
it ain't hiring. My groceries expiring. My rent is
Right.
due. My phone is off. The extra shifts are tiring. I know I'm made for more than what my resume reflects. The government is trying to dumb me down with guns and booze and sex.
Right.
I'm not a salesman. I couldn't sell beer in the prohibition. I've never been the type to make a living off commission. I'm no good at wearing suits or doing taxes for a business. I want to count some money, not the hours and the minutes. I'm not a carpenter, a
that.
lawyer, a doctor. I'm not a waiter or a teacher or a cop or a plumber. I'm not a tradesman or an architect, an engineer, a pilot or a mailman. I'm something that don't fit into their perfect little game plan. I'm me. And they can try to kill my spirit with overtime when the barn burns. But if there's one thing I ain't scared of, it is long days and hard work.
Right. That's the way I used to be. It's like I thrived on fast-paced work. Um, I thrived on having a deadline for stuff, and but I always saw myself going farther than I did, and then I got disabled by this nerve condition, and I threw everything out the window. But anyway, uh, with someone like Tom, it's like you're glad to see that they followed their dreams, uh, and glad to see that they didn't like give up on him when it got too hard. Because look where he's at now, because he did.
Me. And they can try to kill my spirit with overtime when the barn burns. But if there's one thing I ain't scared of, it is long days and hard work. So they can pay themselves $1 while I only make a cent. But I will stack up all my pennies till they're higher than the fence. Then I'll climb them like a ladder and jump to the other side. Spend the nickels that I made on a taxi or hitch a ride. Bet they never thought they'd see the day I left them to survive and use the system that they built to leave their system all behind.
I like that. That was the fourth one. Okay, so I don't. I like the the cadences of these. Uh, you could add music to them, and they would sound even better. But they sound great the way they are. Uh, I can see why he left them as spoken word though, because they're more impactful that way. This last one, Anarchy. Uh, like I said, I can't relate to too much of that because I thrived on the 9 to 5. I thrived on factory work. Anything fast paced that I could work with my hands, I was good at. Uh, so I can't really say too much about that. I never strove to be more than I was. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. But anyway, I like I said, I really enjoyed these. I wish he did some more of them, but I don't think he did. I think the rest of them are all music videos. Anyway, um, you guys have to let me know what you thought of them in the comments. Let me know what else I got to check out. I will get there as soon as I possibly can. I am doing all of Tom's videos in order so that I don't miss any. Because I know me, if I jump around, I'm going to miss a bunch. Uh, I've done from the time I started reacting. I think Riot was the first one that I reacted to, and I went from there. I haven't missed a video yet. I don't think. But anyway, like I said, let me know what else I got to check out, and I'll get there as soon as I possibly can. If you're still here and haven't done so yet, I'd be ever so grateful if you'd hit the like and subscribe button. It goes a long way towards helping the channel grow. That being said, that is just about going to do it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this with me, and I hope to see you on the next one. I love you guys. Peace. Hey guys, make sure to check out one of my other videos right here at JitteryJay.